Welcome to song number 7 in my list of autumnal songs, the final installment, so I really appreciate your eyes and your ears for this. The final selection is not a song at all, it's a piece. It's the Lux Aeterna movement from the Requiem of Maurice Duruflé. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. He lived throughout the 20th century, born in 1902, died in 1984. He was a prominent organist and a composer, of course, in France. And this piece was written in the 40s for orchestra and choir, as a requiem traditionally is. The requiem, by the way, is the mass for the dead, often written for a specific individual, but also sometimes just written more generally as a general mass for the dead on a commission or something like that by a composer. This piece is often performed for organ in another version, for organ and choir, and sometimes I believe for organ, reduced orchestra, and choir. So we're going to be listening to the orchestral version. They're all great, but for an autumnal feel, it's those prominent woodwinds and strings that really make it feel autumnal to me. So let's listen to the beginning of the Lux Aeterna. Right off the bat, the bassoon is carrying it, and the flute. Beautiful. Then the strings come in. By the way, I recommend the version by Robert Shaw and the Atlanta Symphony and Chorus to hear that full orchestral version. Let's skip ahead now to where the choir comes in. Now, despite the woodwinds and, of course, the beautiful voices being a primary reason I associate with the autumn, and the fact that requiems are the mass for the dead, and the autumn is the beautiful season of death, of passing away of things, there's a moment later that is driven, kind of carried by the lower strings, and the voices sing a single note over top of it while singing the lines Requiem aeternam dona eis Domine et lux perpetua luceat eis. In English, rest eternal grant them, O Lord, and let perpetual light shine on them. Let's listen to that moment. Whatever your religion or lack thereof, or sounds, names, liturgy, mental images, concepts that you associate with the deepest parts of our experience, I think it can be found a little bit in this music. I've often said that this is the music that plays as the world ends.